Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be letting you know my journey with seborrheic dermatitis, how it started, what was my experience with it, what are my symptoms and how do I manage it. So this video will be very much useful for those who are dealing with this issue, and I have been dealing with this issue since past 10 plus years, and I've tried to manage to keep it under control, but sometimes it does flare up very badly due to stress or due to weather conditions. But I will be going on step by step as to what is seborrheic dermatitis, what causes it, what triggers it, what to eat, what not to do, and what are the various DIYs or skincare products or hair care products that are very much essential when you are dealing with seborrheic dermatitis. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's first know what is seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis is a chronic inflammatory condition of your skin. That means seborrhea is your sebaceous glands, your oil glands. So when they get inflamed, so that is the condition that is occurring on the surface of skin, especially on your scalp or on your face. So it is a chronic condition. That means if you have it once, you'll have it for the lifetime. So it has no cure, but the symptoms can be managed effectively once you get to know your skin, your scalp, your body. So it basically affects the areas which are more oily, especially the face, the T-zone of the face and the scalp. Okay, so it presents as red scaly patches and it's very much itchy, and the itch doesn't go away by any antibacterial cream or antibiotics especially. So there is a yeast that lives on our skin that is normally present on everybody's skin, that is called malassezia. So what happens is when our skin is oily in nature, so that yeast feeds on that oil, and then there are closed comedones, and then it becomes an acne that's also called as fungal acne, if you have heard. It occurs in a very small clusters on the forehead or around the nose or on the chin or on the chest area and the scalp as well. This condition is not contagious. That means it doesn't spread if you come in contact with any person if he or she has seborrheic dermatitis. But if you have seborrheic dermatitis on your scalp, and if you tend to itch your scalp and the dandruff flakes fall on your face as well, then your face also starts to itch, and you then have the red scaly patches all over the oily area, especially the forehead, the nasal fold, and the chin area as well. Okay, so now let's dive into where my seborrheic dermatitis started. It was in 2006. I was in class 10th, and I do remember that I used to just braid my damp hair and just run to tuitions back and forth. Busy schedule, so I did not let my hair dry as well. So that caused the yeast infection to flare up that was already there on the scalp. So then my scalp started to itch. It took me 2 years to finally realize that my scalp is itching more than normally it does. My scalp dandruff would not go away. It itches like anything. It had those scaly patches, and slowly and slowly it came onto my face as well. So I had fungal acne on my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my skin would react badly to products. It was sensitive. So even the doctors were not sure what is it because I was not responding to normal acne medications. So then finally in 2000, around 2010, I guess, I was diagnosed with seborrheic dermatitis. So then I was put on proper antifungal medications, oral medications as well as topical medications. Then it took me a long time to get used to those medications to get the desired effects, because it also takes trial and error to see which product suits you, which does not. So that's how it all started. And then there were at times when it used to flare up, especially in the summers. My skin used to be itchy, and especially in the humid conditions, in the rainy seasons, it used to be so itchy that I cannot put anything on the face. Still, during summers and during the rainy seasons, I get flare ups. But I do have some of the DIYs or some of the products which I can apply topically so as to soothe my skin down. Okay, so let's dive into what causes this seborrheic dermatitis. So the ultimate answer is it is still unknown as to what causes seborrheic dermatitis, but there are some reasons as to why it is caused. It may be genetic, it may be due to your weak immune system, or it may be because you are undergoing some hormonal changes, or you are taking some hormonal therapy, or if you are under too much stress, and if you are using birth control pills as well. So, still, research is going on this particular topic as to why it's happening in some individuals. The exact cause is still unknown. You already have seborrheic dermatitis. What can further trigger that up? There are a number of factors that are responsible, especially if we don't pay much attention to that. It can cause a flare up suddenly, and you don't know what is exactly causing that. For example, too much of stress, it causes SD flare up. Now, let's understand how seborrheic dermatitis presents itself. If you have seborrheic dermatitis, you will find yourself having very oily skin, especially on the T zone. There will be small comedons which will be in clusters, and it will be itchy. That is a classic signature mark of this fungal acne or this seborrheic dermatitis or this malassezia yeast, that your skin will itch on face as well as if you have that on scalp. And the difference between this acne and the bacterial acne is that your bacterial acne will be big or small depending on their sizes. It will not be uniform, and it will be not in clusters like this fungal acne is. So it will be painful, it will be red, it will be inflamed, but it will not itch. The bacterial acne doesn't itch at all, and the fungal acne itches. It is smaller in size. The size is almost equal. Of acne responds well to your antibiotics, topical or taken oral, and the fungal acne, on the other hand, responds way worse. The itching increases, the dryness of the skin increases, and it messes up with your skin entirely. So it doesn't respond to your antibiotics at all. So in short, the acne that doesn't go away with oral or topical antibiotics might be fungal acne, because this acne only goes away with antifungal creams or lotions or antifungal medications taken orally. So what triggers seborrheic dermatitis? The major commonest factor is stress, followed by lack of sleep, or the intake of foods that contain preservatives, or you're not maintaining your scalp hygiene or your face hygiene. That includes taking good care of your skin, especially washing your face twice or thrice a day. A lot of flare-ups that are more common. And then if I have not taken my proper sleep, that leads to a flare-up. Or else, if I'm having canned foods or foods that have preservatives in them, especially the cold drink or the chips, then suddenly out of nowhere I do get a flare-up. Okay. And we must also observe, for example, certain people are allergic or sensitive to certain foods. For example, nuts or milk. Some people are sensitive to dairy products as well that may cause acne. So you need to be very vigilant of what you are putting inside your body, and you just have to observe what is working for you and what is not working for you, so that the next time you know as to how to deal when there's a flare up. So as far as the video is concerned, now you know how to differentiate between a bacterial acne and a fungal acne. Acne bumps all over my face, and nothing was working because the doctors were treating me for the bacterial acne, and they gave me benzoyl peroxide. As you know that it's a topical cream, or it also comes in a face wash that you apply for the bacterial acne. It's very good for the bacterial acne, but it worsens your fungal acne, and the same happened with me. So I used to apply the cream. I used to wake up in the morning with red, itchy, inflamed skin. I was not sure why it is not working. Second of all, the ketoconazole cream or the ketoconazole shampoo, that was not working for me. That did not work for me at all, because some people do say that it's working for them, but it is very subjective. Some things work for you, some things do not. So you have to keep on trying out different kind of skincare products or medications in order to know what is working and what is not. And if you're not getting the proper help, you need to go for a doctor to have a second opinion as well. Ask your questions, clear out your doubts, because maybe this is not the acne that you're being treating for, because maybe you are having some other issue and you're not getting the proper treatment like I did. I had this seborrheic dermatitis for 2 3 years consistently. I went from one doctor to another doctor who misdiagnosed me. Some diagnosed me as having dry skin, some diagnosed me as having acne, and then eventually my skin condition worsened from time to time. My skin was super sensitive to any kind of product, it was not responding to any treatment at all. And on top of that, I was having hair fall. Like, and the hair fall was so much that at one point I felt like, I will go bald. There's nothing, nobody that can save me from on this entire earth. So from that point to this, reaching this point, it took me a lot of research. It took me a lot of experimentation with a lot of products. It didn't work. Sometimes it did work well and good. So this is how you learn, and it's a skin condition, so it depends from person to person. Some people may benefit from one product, some may not. So that is how it works. There are some things that totally work for both the type of acne, that is fungal acne and bacterial acne. That is salicylic acid. It is the one hero ingredient that you can incorporate in your skincare routine that will help your acne, whether it's bacterial or fungal. Second of all is zinc pyrithione. Zinc pyrithione helps your skin to calm down the inflammation that is caused by acne overall. So it's very much helpful. You can use both, all the ingredients on your scalp or on the face. That is the most important thing, because the foremost reason of acne is your gut. Your gut is getting inflamed. It is not having that amount of probiotics to deal with it. So as a result, your skin is getting oilier, it's getting inflamed. You do visit a dermat, ask for probiotics, or you research it online, or when you do visit a dermat as well, they will give you probiotics for sure. Cut off on sugar as much as possible. You need to cut off on dairy products, especially drinking raw milk. Drink with some kind of supplement, protein supplement, that is fine, but raw milk I would not recommend at all. Intake of water that you are drinking daily. Observe how much water you are drinking on a daily basis, and then slowly increase that amount. Then what I do is I also drink the aloe vera juice, because it helps in reducing my inflammation. Last but not the least, build your immune system up. So have your vitamin C and zinc supplements, have your daily supplements if required, have your nutritional meal on time. You can also use clay masks, any clay mask, kaolin clay, bentonite clay mask on the fungal acne as well as the bacterial acne. It will work best for both the skin types. Certain things that you do not have to do at any cost to your skin on face or on scalp, because if you are dealing with seborrheic dermatitis and if you do these things, your skin conditions will flare up like anything. Your scalp hygiene, I mean to say that we do have a habit of having certain fixed days for shampooing our hair. For example, 3 days कि मैं तो बस 3 दिन के बाद ही shampoo करूँगी या फिर 4 दिन के बाद ही shampoo करूँगी. It's not like that. If you feel your scalp is itchy, you need to wash your hair, just go and wash your hair. Don't wait for the time period of 3 days or 4 days to wash your hair, because if your scalp gets itchy and that dandruff gets onto your face, then everything is messed up. So just take care of your scalp hygiene as much as possible. Important thing of all, do not at any cost, do not sleep on damp hair, because getting the perfect breeding ground for that yeast to multiply, and then you will have that dandruff, you will have that probability of having seborrheic dermatitis more and more if you sleep on a damp scalp. Triggered my seborrheic dermatitis episode, and that's how I started with my seborrheic dermatitis chronic inflammation of the scalp and face, so you don't want that to happen. So you just have to take care to shampoo early, or just try to dry your hair and then sleep, because when you sleep with a damp hair, you are providing the yeast the perfect breeding ground, so that they can multiply, and then you will have the perfect place for fungal acne to breed. Seborrheic dermatitis on scalp, so there will be scaly itchy patches. Your scalp will itch like anything, so just take care not to itch it. And what happens is, when you itch, the dandruff flakes fall onto your face, and then you will have a flare up on the face as well. So just try not doing that. Next thing is, do not put any kind of facial oils on your face, especially any kind of this essential oils, or any kind of especially the coconut oil or the avocado oil. It's a known oil policy in case of fungal acne or seborrheic dermatitis on face and on scalp, because this yeast feeds on that oil, and when you apply the oil on scalp or on the face, you are directly giving them an opportunity to just breed more and cause more trouble to your skin. So just avoid doing that. Not use any oil based cleansers, because it again might just flare up your seborrheic dermatitis. Not use heavy moisturizers, that will certainly clog your pores. Just use gel based moisturizers or light water based moisturizers. This tip is for all the products that you use, whether it's for bacterial acne or with the fungal acne, that try to avoid products that are loaded with fragrance. Go for fragrance free products that are more suitable for your skin types. Sensitize your skin, and as far as fragrance is concerned, it's not required in your skincare products. So just, I cannot stress enough on this point. Just cut down on all the physical scrubs that you're using on face. Be it walnut scrubs, be it coffee scrub, or any kind of scrub, sugar based scrub, any kind of scrub. Just cut it all down, because what will happen is, it will further damage your skin barrier as it is already compromised. More delay the healing process that we actually want, and just try to avoid that. But not the least, avoid food with preservatives, especially, for example, like in small things, we do eat foods with preservatives, right? Cold drinks, chips, and tomato sauce. Does it have preservative? Yes. And fast foods, and what else? Now let's talk what to do if you have seborrheic dermatitis, or even if you have acne in general, or even if you want to have clear skin or healthy skin on face or on scalp. So washing your face twice in a day, or if you have oily skin, try washing it thrice in a day. And choose a cleanser that is not drying up your skin, so that you are able to achieve that pH level of the skin as well. Important in case of seborrheic dermatitis to manage your stress level. The stress kicks in, the flare-ups occur, and then it's very tough to handle this condition. So you need to take care of the mental health. Not skip on moisturizers and sunscreen. It's very important for your skin to have both. In spite of having an oily skin, use some kind of probiotics in your food, or do use probiotics as supplements in general. You need to observe which kind of food item is giving you a flare up. For example, if I drink tea, I suddenly get hives or get itchy skin. For example, if I drink tea, suddenly my skin starts itching. Same way, you should observe what all you are eating and what causes the flare up. So just take a note of. Not the least, if your seborrheic dermatitis is not being managed, even if you're trying DIY, even if you're trying skincare, even if you're trying home remedies or any kind of remedy, any kind of medicinal product, so do visit a dermat ASAP. And if the dermat is the medicines are not working, go for a second opinion. Don't shy away from asking questions. Do your own research, watch tutorials. So what to eat and what to do when you have seborrheic dermatitis is, what I generally do is, I try to incorporate as much as green leafy vegetables as possible. And apart from that, do have supplements as well. Most important thing you want to have is intake of proteins. Increase your intake of proteins either by supplements or by food, and then you can have fish oil supplements as well. You can have probiotics, that is a major thing, and then you can have vitamins, minerals as per your dermat recommendations. I mentioned you can have aloe vera juice. If you can apply it topically, well and good. Otherwise, you can take it as it comes on the market. It has helped me a lot in calming down the inflammation over the years. This marks the end of part 1 of my journey of seborrheic dermatitis. So I'm sure that this video is going to help tons of individuals who are dealing with the skin condition just as I was dealing, I am still dealing. So do let me know in the comment section below what was your experience with it, and if anything I can learn from you guys, anything that helped you in case of any kind of skincare product or hair care product or any other tip as well. So I will be sharing my skincare routine as well as my hair care routine as well as the products that I use that I have researched over the years, and there's a specific tool as well that I've found online. So there's a community online. So what they've done is, it's very interesting that you just have to pick the products, ingredients, and put it on their website. It will save you a lot of money, and it will also give you the information as to why your flare up occurs when you use certain products and what products must be not working for you, the reason why it's not working for you. So stay tuned for the part 2 and part 3 series of my journey. And thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so that you are notified every time I put up a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.